Thank you so much for your time being on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
We are from France,
Yes,
in
France.
the north of France, in a city called Lille.
At the border with Belgium.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So you're on vacation now?
Yes,
Yes.
we are visiting Japan for you are visiting for 10 days.
Yeah, 12 days in total.
Uh-huh.
And for me, I will be traveling for 2 months.
Oh, only in Japan 2 months?
2 months in Japan, yes, and then other countries in Asia.
Oh, so where did you start your journey?
In Tokyo. We met in
I
Tokyo.
started in Korea first.
Oh,
Came to Tokyo and we met in Tokyo
met
and
in
started
Tokyo.
our travel in Japan in Tokyo.
Oh, so you guys are friends from the first beginning?
we
You
are
just met?
Brother and sister.
Brother and sister, my little brother.
Oh, I see. So you went to Korea first, and you directly from France?
I arrived to meet him and to travel together, and then he goes back to France for school, and I
Stay.
I stayed because I
she
finished my
continues.
studies, so I
She
will travel.
continued her travel around Asia.
Yes,
Where are you going after? Japan.
Korea, China, and then probably Hong Kong, Taiwan, and maybe Vietnam. So it's a big trip. I have all my itinerary planned already.
Okay. So is this first time in Japan?
Yes.
For me in Asia in general.
Oh,
Yes.
so how do you like Japan?
It's
So
amazing.
great.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
I'm so lucky because when I was in France, I met a Japanese girl.
Oh.
Her name is Saki,
Uh-huh.
and she welcomed us at her house here in Nishinomiya.
Oh.
So
we got like real
Japanese experience at her house with her family. It was so great.
Yes. Great exchange and
So you have already met her?
Yes.
And
Yes.
now you
We just said goodbye today.
today. How long did you stay with her?
With her,
3 or 4 days.
4 days.
Yes.
Where did you go? Okay.
We went to Nishinomiya, the city. Then we moved to Nara for a day. We went to Osaka for a day. And
yesterday we were so lucky. We went to Inagawa fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Hanabi.
It was
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes, it was our first hanabi, and we wore a yukata. So it was a great
Just perfect.
experience.
I think
Yes.
something very surprising comparing it to France is how organized it is. Like the fireworks were very like every police
The
organization.
organization was perfect. The security was guiding us to go to the station. That was not too busy, so it was very so good, so well organized. And in France, it's really not like that.
It's total opposite. It's
total
chaos.
opposite.
So also the security in Japan is so different from what we can see in France.
How did you get interested in Japan? Yeah.
I listen a lot to Japanese music, and I also watch a lot of Japanese animations. So I introduced her to Japanese animations, and then it was like our dreams. We made a promise like 3 or 4 years ago that the first time we go to Japan,
We would go together.
we would go together. This is now.
This is now.
Oh.
Like One Piece, JoJo,
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Kaisen.
We like a lot of anime.
Yeah.
And music also. You listen a lot to Ado.
Yes.
Is she the one who doesn't show
Yes.
her
yes,
like
yes.
image?
Yes.
You spent some time in Osaka and you spent some time in Tokyo too.
Yes. And our
Nara.
next stop today is Kyoto.
In Nishinomiya, besides, did you go somewhere around there locally?
But we went to the restaurant
Yes,
with her family, so we went to eat sushi for the first time. It was so good. And yakitori.
Yakitori.
Also. We tried it, so good.
It's just like chicken skewered.
Yes,
skewered
exactly.
chicken.
So good. And
To her house.
we spent time with her family. It was more
Like working around the city. And But what is different from France is the cars that drives on the left side. But
I see.
this is similar to England because it's close to us. So it's like not that
little
big of a
different.
difference, but it is part of the cultural differences you can find.
and the smells when we walk in the streets, the food smells so different from our house.
Totally.
So it's really good. and the sounds also when going to the Kombini 7-Eleven.
Oh,
We always listen to the sound.
when you enter,
Yes.
when they open the door, yeah,
Yes. It's a different atmosphere from our house, but it's very nice. We like it. We like it a lot.
In France, we also don't have any convenience stores.
Yes.
So, yes, I think we will miss it when we
Yes.
come back.
Definitely.
Tomorrow we're going on a samurai training.
Samurai training?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
For his birthday, I
Bought him present.
like an experience, a samurai
Training.
training for
Where-
like 2 hours
where can you learn or
in
where?
Kyoto.
In Kyoto.
Yes, yes.
We found this, so I hope it will be nice.
We're
But
excited.
I'm sure, yeah, we're excited. And
Like
at the
one
end
day.
of the lesson, you
You
cut a
cut.
bamboo
Bamboo.
tree with a katana.
Oh, real
Yes.
Yes,
katana?
yes, real
Oh, wow, it sounds so exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Are you going to do it too? Or?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
we
yes.
The both,
do
both,
it,
like,
yes.
what else do you have? Any like interesting
I
plan?
want to go visit Tori.
Tori,
Fushimi, Inari, shrine. Fushimi,
Inari,
shrine.
uh-huh.
We want to visit this together. And then he will go back to France, but I will keep traveling. And on my itinerary, I will visit Mount Fuji, that I'm expecting a lot. And also Fukuoka and Okinawa. And I can't wait to see Okinawa. It's very beautiful.
So you're going to climb up the Mount Fuji or just
No,
watch?
we wanted to, but it's too difficult to
Difficult.
organize.
With the heat.
I
Like
see,
the
I
heat
see.
is also
Nowadays.
So maybe next time we come.
And so you're going to go to Korea after Japan,
After,
right?
yes.
But you've been in Korea.
Yes, I've worked in Korea for 5 months before. Yes.
Yes.
Between Korea and Japan, yes, many. I think it's very different and not comparable because, yeah, they each have their own specific like temples, palaces, and it's not comparable because, yeah, it's very different. I think many people are saying that Korea and Japan must look similar, because,
Right, yeah.
but yeah, it's definitely not. The architecture is very different. For example, Korean temples have many different colors on their temples, and Japanese ones are like only red or only like wooden structures. Yes.
It's more traditional.
Yes,
More,
yes, more traditional.
Yeah,
but it has another charm, I think, because
Yes.
it's more old.
Yes.
It looks more
Authentic.
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 Yes, right, with more history, I think. I don't.
I agree. I agree.
So maybe you're going to see those differences when you go to
yes.
other
I have
countries.
been to Korea last year, but just for 2 weeks. So I saw already a little bit.
Oh, I see, I see.
It's really different. Also, I feel like the people are different. It's another culture. It's really different.
Yes, yes.
Yesterday we went to the Hanabi in Inagawa, and we were queuing for some food, and there were Japanese girls in front of us, and we started to talk, but we cannot speak really good Japanese,
Yes,
a little,
yes,
but not a lot. And we made friends with them, and they paid for us to eat some chicken.
Yes,
So
yes,
nice.
yes. Wow. Yes, like,
Japanese people, so nice.
we had to leave the queue, and they joined us after.
Later, and gave us
the food. They were waiting at the queue.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I see.
So nice. When the ice broke, it's so
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
We love to talk with Japanese people.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
I see.
Really kind.
Okay.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, that's actually
I hope you're going to have more the interaction with Japanese people after your the journey.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you.
It was a great time.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your time being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
So I'm from the U.S.
US?
I'm from New York
New
City.
York City.
And I'm from Italy.
Uh-huh.
My city is Villa San Giovanni, and is based in Calabria,
Oh, okay.
which is in the south of Italy. yes.
South.
Yeah, it's like, it's the boot.
Uh-huh.
Calabria is the toe.
Yes.
The toe is like a Sicily?
Yes.
My city is the closest point to Sicily.
Yeah.
Closest.
Very close
Oh,
to
I
Sicily.
see, I see. Okay, and so you're traveling right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're on honeymoon.
Oh, honeymoon!
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
So much.
Okay. So, where did you guys meet each other?
I was studying abroad in Rome for 1 year, and so we met at university there.
Yes.
Because he was just an Italian student at the Italian university, and I went on exchange, so we met at a student event, and now we've been together 6 years.
Wow, sweet. And
We got married in May for the second time.
second time?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
We had one quick wedding so that we could get a visa to be together. And then we waited, and then we had a big wedding with all our family.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, we're here for second honeymoon.
That's good. So, how did you choose Japan for your honeymoon?
So
this time?
she always wanted to come here. It was like kind of like the dream of a lifetime. And I was always very attracted to this country, and especially the culture and food. So we took the chance, and we came in here. We arrived in Tokyo. And it was like such a beautiful city. And then we spent a few days in Okinawa, and now we are in Osaka.
Oh, so you were from the Tokyo to Okinawa, and then now Osaka.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Tokyo, or how did you spend?
We loved it.
It's
I
such like
loved
kind of
it.
live city, and also we have few friends there. So it was very nice to to get into the culture through them and meet them again, of course.
Yeah, it was great to meet
But also,
everybody.
Tokyo is such a live city, and it's amazing. There is like life at every hour of the day.
I love it. I'm from New York, which also has a big population, big city. So I loved being in another big city. But I think Tokyo, it has much more people and it's much bigger, but it feels a lot calmer. It's definitely more organized, but we loved it. I mean, I would move there tomorrow. I love it
It has
so much.
such a sparkle. Like we loved it a lot.
But you're from New York, but New York City,
I'm from Manhattan. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of
Right
it.
in the center. Yeah. My mom is also from Manhattan, so that was where I was raised. But we live together in Prague now, which for me, Prague feels like very small, calm city.
Prague is the
In
Czech.
Czechia, yeah.
Czech. So now you're living in Czech.
Yeah.
I
That's why
see.
it's in Japanese. It's Checo.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Czech. Yeah, it used to be Czechoslovakia. or
Yeah,
something.
Yes,
Now
exactly.
now they call it
The separate.
Czechia. Czechia in Europe.
Oh, Czechia.
Yeah.
So, how did you choose Czech to live? Czech?
He got a job there.
Yeah, and my brother also is living over there, and like he has like his own family with like we have like two beautiful like niece and nephew. So we are like, all right, let's do it. And then like I moved there first, and then she came after a couple of years because also there was COVID. And during the pandemic, we were not allowed to see each other.
Yeah, I was still in New York.
So I was working there, and after she was able to come and get me, we lived together. We moved there.
It's good because when we met for the first year, we lived together in Italy, in Rome, and instead, it's now I am not a foreigner in his country. He is not a foreigner in my country. We are foreigners together in a third country.
Yeah.
So
now it's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The first day we arrived here in Japan, we were like, we gotta move here. We love it so much.
Oh yeah. You mean in Tokyo?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we just love Japan. We love Tokyo. We went to Okinawa. It was very different, but very beautiful. And now in Osaka, we've been here 1 day, and we also love it.
I mean, also, I love Japanese people a lot. Everybody's so kind and
Everybody's
very
been so
joyful
nice to
too.
us.
And I also like the language. It's very, very nice. It sounds really good.
Oh really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I
learned few words. Like
Okay.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, good.
Arigatou gozaimasu. when we were in Okinawa, there was this place that on the paper was a bakery. But then we got in around like 10 p.m. We just opened the door, and it was like just the place was still kind of open, but there were like inside only 5 people, and it was like a private karaoke party. So we like kind of like try to stay there. But then there was like some miscommunications with the owners. I think that like the wife wanted us there and the husband didn't. But it was amazing because like we could just like sing from the outside, and when we opened the door, we just like saw all these people just like getting lit and so much fun.
But, I think as far as like cultural differences that we noticed, I think I had the expectation, maybe because New York and Rome are such a mess, that when we went to very central areas in Tokyo, like Shibuya, that it would be crazy in the same way. But even when it's many people, Japan is still very organized in that way. I also like, when you're a foreigner, I think you hear a lot about, there's a big difference between Japanese culture and foreign culture. And in Japanese culture, there's a lot of, I guess, firm principles. There's a lot of manners. So before I came, I was like a little nervous. I was trying to Google the right things to do. And then in real life, people are so much more relaxed. Like you see online, they're like, don't talk in the metro ever. And you see people having quiet
definitely
conversation.
You can read a lot of stereotypes, but then the reality is totally different. I mean, like people are really, really nice, and also they're like very welcoming for sure.
People are a lot more. I mean, I never thought that they would be unkind, but people have been so kind. And even when you don't speak any Japanese, they'll just still rock with you.
I see.
So we've had very good experiences.
And how about then food? You said you like the
amazing.
food?
Everything's amazing.
In Italy, food is very important in our culture. Even in Italy itself, like in every single region has its own tradition and its own like culinary, but in here, we literally we tried to get anything we could.
And it's all so good.
Everything's so good, like from the fancy restaurant for sushi till the barbecue till like the 7-Eleven like small snacks, everything just like delicious.
I think especially which he has this in Italy, but coming from the US, there's such like high quality food that's really available. So I think that's really nice. Something that I hadn't tried before that I love here are the pickled plums. I've gone crazy with those. They're so delicious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I tried a bushu in Okinawa.
Abushu?
Abushu?
The snake.
I see.
That was nice too.
And also he is very excited because in his region in Italy, they eat a lot of horse. So he's very happy how much horse sashimi, horse sushi is here. He's very happy. We haven't tried it, but everybody has said that the pizza is like there in Tokyo. They had lots of pizza that looks very nice.
In Osaka too, I heard. But of course, like I want to try everything else I cannot reach,
But I'm sure if we came back and stayed longer, of course, we'd have some Western food. But I was really impressed because where we live in Europe, so in New York, a very popular food is bagels. Like that's like a center of culture, especially because there's such a big like Jewish population, Jewish culture there. And where we live in Europe, I like can't find a good one. And in Tokyo, at our hotel, I was shocked. They had amazing bagels. I didn't want to eat it because I was like, I'm in Japan, I'm not going to do it. But I was so hungry and they were there. I was like, this is as good as New York. And then today we went to a Japanese Western place to have like omurice. And we also like the fusion is also good. It's all delicious. It's all good.
Okay. So now you're ready to live in Japan then?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Sign us up.
Yeah, sign us up. We're coming.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was very fun talking to you.
It was amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time being on our YouTube channel.
No worries.
Where are you from?
We're from Belgium.
Belgium?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've lived in Germany and in the UK.
Two locations?
Yes, different places.
I was actually born in the UK, but I only lived there for 2 years in London. And then from there we moved to Germany, where Hannah, my sister, and Charlie, my little brother, were born. We lived in Berlin for a total of 5 years. And currently we live in Antwerp, which is a big city in the north of Belgium.
No, I see. And now you're traveling in Japan, like a vacation?
Yes, correct.
So this is first time for you, or?
I think it's for,
It's
for
our
both
first
of
time
us,
in
it's our
Japan.
first time.
Oh,
So our father actually lived in Japan when he was younger. I think when he was around 20-something years old.
He lived in Kamakura.
oh, really? What did he do?
He was an English teacher. So,
Yeah.
English teacher.
So he really enjoyed his time in Japan, and he wanted the family to also get the Japanese experience. So that's why we came here this year.
Oh, okay. So you heard a lot about Japan
Yes.
then from him. So, how long did he live in Japan? You said?
4 years, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I think
I'm
about
not
4
too
years.
sure.
It's not that long then.
No, not very long.
Okay. And how do you like it in Japan?
Oh, I think we very much
Yeah.
enjoyed being in Japan. Yeah, we're actually leaving tomorrow, and we were talking about it how we would love to stay longer.
Yeah.
So,
We've seen a lot, but there's even so much that we would want to see.
Yes.
Like there's so much more, so we'll probably come back because we've had such a good time here.
How long did you stay in Japan?
a month.
A month?
So yes,
Yeah.
we've been here for 1 month.
It's quite a long
Yes,
time.
but
yeah,
still not
for
enough.
right. But where did you go?
So I came here a week earlier than he did, and we started off in Nikko, then we went to Sendai, Tokyo, and then you joined, and then we went to Kamakura, Matsumoto, Kanazawa, Kyoto, and then here. We wanted to go to Matsushima and Yamadera, and it's easy to go there from Sendai. So, and we didn't really know much about Sendai, but we were talking about it earlier that it was one of the cities we actually really enjoyed being in. It was very nice.
He went to Matsushima too? Or
No.
Sendai.
No,
yeah.
I arrived a little late then.
Yeah.
Especially we met a lot of people there, and people were a lot of people came to talk to us, and we really liked that.
Yeah, because Matsushima is one of the the beautiful scenery in Japan, one of 3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in general, I think that area, also Yamadera, it was beautiful. Like it was one of our favorite places that we went.
That's good. And also, did you eat beef tongue?
Yes, we did.
Oh, you did?
It was very nice. Yeah,
I
we had
didn't even
beef
know.
tongue.
Okay.
It was very nice.
I think it's a pretty popular cuisine
Yeah.
over
It was
there.
like everyone there told us that we should try it.
That's funny because it's also a popular dish in Belgium, right?
True.
Also tongue soup. I thought it was something very typical of Belgium, so it's interesting to see that here it's actually also something that is...
Really? So you joined after that and went to Kanazawa and places?
Yes, and Matsumoto.
Matsumoto.
Yeah, it was very nice. We met up with the family that hosted my father. The guest family. So we spent 2 days with them, and they took us around. They took us to restaurants. They took us to some of the top cultural sites to see. And it was really fun to just even visit their family house of the Japanese family. It was a really good time.
Yeah, it was great. I think it was also very nice because the lady that my father lived with, that was a Takahashi family, I think. So they also have young kids, and they didn't really speak English. So they were speaking Japanese to us, and it's very nice because we didn't really speak the same language, but we kind of got along with just showing each other stuff, and I think that was something very nice.
They taught us how to do things like origami, for instance. They taught us how to do it. It was really a nice way to get to know them, actually. I think for me, one of the best moments was, what was the place where we met the young priest?
It was in Kanazawa. We went up the peninsula.
We were driving for a few hours because we wanted to visit a very beautiful beach up there. And on the way, we stopped because we saw that there was a temple. And we visited the temple. It was one of the nicest temples we've seen. Sorry, a shrine. One of the nicest shrines we've seen in all of Japan. And we met a young lady who was actually the priest at this shrine. So we were talking with her about what it is to be a priest in Japan, and she told us about her.
Priest.
Indeed, she told us about her family tradition, that her father was a priest, her grandfather was a priest, and how that she actually became a priest. It was very, very interesting to me. And we've invited her to come to Belgium to also come and experience Belgian culture.
I see.
After that, we went to Kyoto, and then here.
We did a day trip. It's a famous fishing village, but it was like these old houses in the bay with under them actually the fishing boats.
The fishing
that go
boats.
under the houses.
And also there's this very long, thin island in a bay where we went as well, which was near there.
That is, I think, Amano.
That is
That's
Ama.
it,
Yeah,
probably.
that's
the changing subject. Do you like Japanese food?
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Every day we're eating
having-
like so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at like the 7-Eleven, for instance,
Mhm.
the food there is already so good. Like the
So
nigiri that we can get there.
We've eating like, or especially in the start, we were eating we had so much gyoza. I think almost every single day. And I really, really enjoy eating udon.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
it's
see.
one of my favorite. Or udon with tempura.
Mhm.
Very,
Okay.
very nice.
So, where do you want to go if you come back next time?
I think I would really like, because we didn't go up north to Sapporo and Aomori. So I think I would like to go there if I get to come back. And also, we didn't really spend a lot of time in the Kanazawa region. So I'd really like to go back there because I really, really liked it.
I see.
I think next time when we come back, we'll come back in the winter months, maybe or in the
It's
autumn.
less hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Have you been to other Asian countries?
Yes.
Oh,
Been to Malaysia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka,
Thailand.
Singapore.
Oh,
You've
I
been
went
to Thailand.
I think Japan is completely different to anywhere else.
I think often you can even compare Japan more to European countries than you would compare them to other Asian
Eastern
countries.
Yeah.
more similarity with European countries. You said?
Yes,
Even-
definitely.
I like, I mean, it's not something that you can take home, of course, but I like that Japan is like such a high trust society in a way. Like you don't have to, like when you put your bag on a chair, you don't have to worry that it's going to get stolen. Even when you go to a store, there's never security guards at the door, stuff like that. It makes you feel very relaxed when you're out and about. You don't have to worry about being pickpocketed or anything like that.
I see.
I think he has a call.
Oh.
But I agree with that. But also, I think another thing I really, really like here is that it's so clean everywhere. We've been amazed by that the entire trip. That it's just there's no trash cans anywhere, but it's still so clean everywhere, which is oftentimes, or in Europe in general, isn't really the case. Which I really like here. And also what my brother said, that just there's so high trust here that indeed sometimes people will just put their computer on a table and go to a toilet and it's fine because no one will take it. Or,
it's still there.
Yeah, I think that's something super valuable that would be very nice to have.
I see. Yeah, it's okay. I was just closing up. But thank you so much for your time.
No worries, thank you.
And please come back again.
We will, we definitely will.
All right.